Hi and welcome to my short review of the Alcatel One Touch Idle Mini. Currently retailing at the Argos for $79.99 on the T-Mobile network, but you can actually unlock it on eBay for 99p. This particular model's not the dual SIM version. It takes a microSD card there and a micro SIM in that one. It's 7.9mm thin, and on the top you've got the earpiece 3.5mm power button. On the left hand side you've got the volume up and down, and on the bottom you've got a microphone and a micro USB port, and on the side there, like I showed you to start with, micro SD and the SIM slot. It will take a 32 gig, and I've currently got one of those installed. Now on the website that I got it from, it actually claimed that it's got 4 gig of memory when it hasn't actually, it's only got 2. On the back you've got the RMI number, Alcatel, One Touch, an LED flash and a very poor 5 megapixel camera. Right. It's running a 1.2 dual core Mediatek CPU, as you can see. Even though the resolution's only 854 by 480, it's still quite a clear little phone. It's a 4.3 inch screen. Once everything's loaded, it's quite nippy. There's 512 meg of RAM, as you can see there on the bottom. You get around 200 to 250 free RAM as it's actually running. Just a quick basic look first. As you can see, quite a few apps, and then it goes onto the download section and your various widgets. It comes pre-installed or actually features of application that you install. If we do a quadrant test once I've turned the Wi-Fi on, let's wait for that to connect. It's an IPS panel as well. Viewing angles are better than what you can see on the camera. It's obviously the brightness of the screen with the camera. Right, do a quick quadrant test. Like I say, I got it from Argos, and then the code was on, for unlock it was on eBay UK for 99p. You had to supply 3 different codes, but you actually get a sticker on the back, and it has the code that you need to actually give to the person that's unlocking it, because it doesn't actually have a removable back. So normally the code will actually be under the battery. So if you do actually want it unlocking, make sure you do not lose the code on the back that you actually get. As you can see, it's a decent frame rate. Filmed on the Nokia 1020 without a proper camera stand, because I still can't be bothered to get one, to be honest. Personally, I don't think they're worth £37.50. As you can see, 3,379, which is pretty reasonable. I've had it to 3,700 and so much, but that's roughly the same speed as the original Nexus 7 tablet, where obviously this is a phone and slightly lower resolution. Now the good thing about this is, one, it'll take the Moga, sorry. Just turn the Bluetooth on. The extra controller that retails at $39.99 from Game. This isn't the powered version, it's just the normal rechargeable, and it won't charge your phone up version. Alright, start the app. Now my wife's got the Moto G, and that will not allow you to download San Andreas, where this one will. You can actually get all of the games, the GTA series on Android or Google Play Store. There we go, that's ready. So if we come out of that now, you can see in the top corner it's connected into A mode. Now, what I also like about this is the speaker is very loud. If I don't catch the buttons while I'm trying to actually set it up, that would help. Well, let's just find, oh, there we go. Obviously the detail settings have to be turned down somewhat. The squeeze is not normally this bad. There we go. Oh, what's happened to the joystick? For some reason it stopped. Oh, there we go. Go to the display settings so you can see what. Right, brightness at 60, visual effects low, resolution 45%, draw distance 23%, and everything else is basically turned off. I should have resumed game. There you go. As you can hear, it's pretty loud. It's better obviously with music on it. Here we go. Can't skip that, thank goodness. Luckily all the buttons work. Get onto the bike. Now if you actually press the accelerator button, it makes you jump, so you just basically got to hold it down. As you can see, it seems to be working fine. Now the Moga joystick, you can actually get a cheaper one, which sometimes game actually does for $19.99, and that is just the A mode. Now a lot of games like San Andreas actually run in the A mode, so it's not too bad. There we go, a bit of graphical corruption there. Again, it's more than playable, and for an £80 handset, it seems quite reasonable. Right, we'll just come out of that so I can show you the rest of the phone. It does take a while to come back, which is annoying sometimes. Turn the Bluetooth off. If we go into the settings, you'll see what I mean about the memory. Oh, storage. Now, luckily, it will actually install a lot of the apps to the SD card, but some you still actually have to, even though it'll store the data on the SD card, some you actually have to still move the actual app itself. As you can see, it'll default to the SD card if that's in. But if you look, the website claims it's 4 gig, and so does the manufacturer's website, where it's only actually 2 gigabytes. But I've got over 50 apps on there, and if we just have a quick look what we've got installed, you can see they all play quite well. Yes, Flappy Bird. What an annoying game that is. And you can see the move to SD card. It does take a while, but obviously it's with it's having such a low internal memory, it's handy to actually allow that feature, because a lot of phones don't actually allow you to do that. You've got to wait for it to light back up and say move to phone before you can actually do anything else, otherwise it won't complete and it'll default back to the internal memory in most cases. There you go, that's done now, so that's moved across. Again, quite a few apps. Now you can use the Sky Plus for the remote recording, and also for some reason the Now TV, which is Sky's other paid for service, but for some reason you can't actually use the Sky Go app on it, which is, I think it's a bit ridiculous, to be honest. Now I'll have a quick look at the web browser. Do my normal test where I go to the Daily Mail website, because that has a lot of information on such a small page. Here we go. I do find the top part of the page there doesn't spread across, but normally it does. Now that page hasn't finished loading yet. It's nearly there, but as you can see, it's, as you move it quickly, it blurs, it goes out of focus. And sometimes if you do it quick enough, you get the white screen, but again, for an £80 handset, I actually think it performs relatively well, as you can see. Demonstrate the speaker again using my favourite app. The reason why I bought the actual device, because tuning on the Nokia is pathetic, to be honest. But that's just my personal opinion. I'm going to do a few seconds, otherwise Google gets upset if you promote other people's music. As you can hear, very loud. Then you've got to exit it properly, otherwise it's no good. Right, you see there's App Geek, another favourite app I like. Again, pretty swift operation. Again, this app is actually better than the Windows Phone version as well. Very smooth. Does take a bit of time sometimes to load the pictures in, but again, quite fast. So what else? Now, as the Android manager installed, Alcatel Help and some other apps. Minecraft runs on it quite well as well, the Pocket Edition. See, I've got the GTA 3 there. I won't show that running because obviously it doesn't need as high a spec as what the others. Netflix works on it. Ridiculous Fishing as well. Again, Sky Plus. And if I go to the Play Store, if we have a look, you can see Flappy Bird, the original, and still a 9. There you go. If that's blank, where it says installed, then you can't actually install that. Like the Demand 5 one, for some reason, you can't install that one, so that's an easy way. Like the Now TV, you used to be able to install that. I don't know why it's not showing that. Very strange. I had that many phones. I've been using Android for the last 4 years, so I've got quite a few apps listed in here. You can see there's quite a few accessible. Again, you can see I've got 60 apps actually installed on this device, and there's still 1 gig of internal memory available. Again, when the app's originally starting, it's doesn't load too quick, but once you actually get into it, I've generally not found any problems running anything. as long as the settings are set right for the graphical detail. If you notice, 142 now. Now I have found when it's in aeroplane mode and you do the start the phone up, the Google Play Store force closes every single time it's on aeroplane mode, so strange, but that does happen. The BBC iPlayer works. Let's see what you Google Mail. Another game I like, Dead Runner. We've got to avoid the trees. Hit those, the bushes, and they'll slow you down. I only ever use Quadrant to benchmark a device because it does work on most devices. Oh no! And that's a basic review of the Alcatel One Touch Idle Mini with the 4.3-inch screen and a 1.2 Mediatek dual-core processor and 512 meg of RAM. Please check out my other videos. Thank you for watching.